I'm Javarie again.
Okay.
I'm 16. I've been in the system since I was probably 5. I have been through a lot of things. Like, I've been to at least like 14 different homes, different residentials. And a lot of it was like, a lot of it was because of me, but then also a lot of it wasn't my fault. So like,
Go ahead. So, meeting me. I was going to say meeting dad.
I met my dad when I was 13. I was in this place called Wedgwood. And one day this lady, one of my supervisors, not supervisors, but one of my counselors came to me and was like, we found you a placement or whatever. And when I walked into the room, you know, I seen this guy. My first thought was like, I just looked at his hair, I thought it was cool, so. I was kind of excited. But through that meeting, my dad told me, like, he was like, one thing that he said that he'd never give up on me. So it was like, I didn't believe it at the time, but yet I'm still here. So it's like, it's kind of hard not to believe it now.
I want just to add to that, the importance of telling, be careful what we say. Because I think sometimes we say a lot of stuff, and sometimes we're unable to follow through. And so I think, especially when you're talking to your children, it's so important. Like, I'm very careful about how I even do, like, time out, or not time out, but setting up limitations. So I'm not going to ground you for a whole month with the expectation that the next day you and I have to travel somewhere. So we have to be very careful about what we say. And so for Javarie, it was really important that I was very frank with him. When I come in contact with a young man, one of the things I tell them is that I'm going to be by you. I'm going to walk this thing out with you. And I think it's so important that when we tell people that we're going to do something, that we do it. And there's power in words. Go ahead, son.
Since meeting my dad, my life has changed a whole lot. I used to have a real big problem with gambling, fighting, and like hanging out with the wrong crowd. It was something that I liked to do, and it was an easy way for me to make money. So it was like, okay, and like now it's like I don't have to gamble, I don't have to do none of that. I get money from my dad sometimes.
Y'all don't have to call me back for this one. We'll talk about that.
I've also learned how to, like, since like coming into my dad's home, I've learned how to do things like the right way. So like, I don't have, like, I never used to do chores, but now it's like I'm forced to do it, kind of.